This is Wayne with Tri-County Locksmith Service, and I want to do a comparison the Schlage locks and the Kwikset locks. You're going to see these locks at your big box stores. They're going to be the most prominent brands there. You know, you're going to have some other off-brand type of locks too, but they're really these are going to be the two biggest ones that you're going to see. I don't recommend buying, you know, the smaller knockoff brands, especially. But between these two, you'll be able to find these at almost any hardware store. There are some pretty distinct differences and advantages from one to the other. One is the screw size that holds these together. This is the Schlage, and this is the Kwikset. You can really see the difference in the size and durability of these bolts. The smaller one goes to the Kwikset, and the larger one goes to the Schlage. A couple other things we want to look at too is the bolt itself. You can see that this is an actual steel. It's not aluminum. This one is an aluminum. You can scratch it right off there. So it's very light duty. And the body of the lock itself. The most important feature of this lock, though, because there's several ways to attack a lock, and one of them is through picking, and this metal housing really grabs the pins and makes these pins very easy to bump and pick. The aluminum and the brass combine make this lock somewhat more susceptible to picking than the all brass style. So, you know, it's already not quite as good right there. And you can compare that to the Schlage here that does have a brass body. The full casing and everything and the pins are all brass inside there, making picking a little more difficult. One of the other things for picking is tolerances. You can see what kind of movement we're getting right here with this lock and what we're getting with the Schlage. The Schlage has less movement because the tolerances are tighter inside of there. It's more precision machined, so it's much more difficult to pick a precision machined lock over something that is not. These are all things that are going on inside of there that really most people can't tell, but they're very, very big issues when it comes to the security of your home. The body itself, you'll notice that this is a full solid body on this lock. On the Schlage, it is not on this one. There's no webbing around here, and they've used as little material as they can possibly get away with in order to save money. So it's not as secure because of those features. The bolts are cheaper. You know, just everything about them is all about marketing and saving money, and really not providing a decent amount of security. One of the other ways that these locks can be defeated is through drilling. You can drill the screw. You can drill for the screws on these. Schlage has an anti-drill plate on their locks right in here, so it'll drill through the first layer, and then any normal drill bit, it will stop dead in its tracks right after that. So you will not be able to reach these with a conventional drill bit. That's just not going to happen. Whereas this, you'd be able to go right through them if you had the right exact spot. The other drilling attack method is the drilling for the cylinder and the pins themselves. Aluminum is much easier to drill than brass, so both of these could probably be drilled out, but I would say this one would take much less time than this one here. Just all the way around, these locks just have more features that are designed for security, like this interlacing, this interlocking piece right here prevents twisting, along with the heavy-duty screws, prevents twisting or overpowering of the lock, whereas these do not. This does not have any kind of tie-in system or interlacing system. You're relying on these screws, and they're very, very weak, in my opinion. So for more information, go to www.tricountylocksmithservice.com.